Why do they never miss? Could it break the curse? Adventure time! Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning. Oh! Why do they never miss? Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Teamwork is dreamwork! Go in! Everybody stand back! Light it up! Adventure time! Everybody stand back! Benny's adventure team, assemble!
So you want to play Bennett? I don't blame you. He's one of Genshin Impact's most powerful and versatile characters, even outperforming 5 stars in damage, healing and versatility. Bennett excels as a main carry, but is more often used as a support due to the power of his burst, providing a damage boost and incredible healing. Bennett's elemental skill has 3 forms: a tap, which does an attack dealing pyro damage, a short hold which does 2 pyro damage attacks, or a long hold dealing 3 pyro attacks and knocking back opponents on himself. The second and third attacks increase the cooldown of the ability in return for more damage, however it's usually more efficient to go for the fast attack to deal more damage and gain more energy over time. Bennett's burst deals large pyro damage in an area and then creates an inspiration field. The inspiration field provides Bennett's base attack as a bonus to all characters standing inside of it, whose health is over 70% of their maximum. This will be powerful on its own, but that's not all. It also provides healing over time based off of Bennett's maximum health to the active character as long as their health is under 70%. Bennett's basic attacks aren't too impressive, however thanks to his 4th Ascension passive, Fear Naught, he can spam his elemental skill. Fear Naught halves his elemental skill's cooldown when he uses it inside his inspiration field, allowing for very fast use of his skill for damage and energy generation. Building a support Bennett is easy. All he needs to support well is a high base damage weapon and artifacts that increase his maximum health. Good weapons for support Bennett are any of the 5 stars or the craftable prototype Rancor, as these all have high base damage. This causes his burst to provide more bonus attack damage for your other characters. As for artifacts, you want to have health percent main stat for your Circlet and Goblet, while your Sands should have energy recharge to help keep Bennett's burst up consistently. To provide the most benefit to the rest of your team, the 4-set bonus from the Noblesse Oblige set is excellent, as it provides all party members with an additional 20% attack for 12 seconds after Bennett uses his burst. If you're building a Bennett as a carry, you also want a high base damage weapon. However, carry Bennett also benefits from crit rate and crit damage, so the Black Sword is also very powerful. As for artifacts, because Bennett can use his elemental skill so often, the 4-piece set bonus from the Crimson Witch set is very powerful on him. As for stats, an attack percent Sands, a crit rate or crit damage Circlet, and a pyro damage Goblet are vital to give Bennett the highest damage possible. As a support, Bennett can fit into pretty much any team and provide a huge damage boost with his burst, as well as taking the heal spot, allowing for more damage dealers in the party. As a carry Bennett, because of how his elemental skill works, he's one of the few characters that can make the most use of the melt reaction. Teaming Bennett with Chongyun and using Chong's elemental skill uses Bennett's normal attacks to deal cryo damage, allowing Bennett's skill to deal double damage due to the melt reaction. Additionally, because Bennett is his own healer, you have more room in your team for damage support, such as Sucrus for Viridescent Venera resistant shredding, Xing Shao for hydro damage, letting you freeze enemies with Chongyun, Fischl for extra electro damage and overload reactions, and Albedo for geo damage, elemental mastery and shields.
Witness my great undertaking!
Having a second Pyro character such as Shang Ling for Pyro Resistance Shred will also provide the party with the Pyro Resonance, giving the team an extra 25% attack. So now you know a bit about how to build Bennett and the team around him, let me show you how to get the most out of some of these teams. So here's one example of a team you can use. You start off with Bennett, and you have Chongyun, Albedo, and Sucrose. So you start off with Bennett and attack to get a stack of Crimson Witch. Next switch to Albedo for his skill and burst to get Spell Elemental Mastery. Back to Bennett to get a second Crimson Witch stack. Onto Sucrose to swirl. Back to Bennett for the final Crimson Witch stack. Chongyun for the skill and burst. And now they're frozen, you can use your Bennett burst for big damage. Now you can continue to attack. and your normal attacks are doing cryo damage, which means your skills will do double damage from the melt. Although Bennett has bad luck, he can provide you with so much help in your travels, so why not join Benny's adventure team and take the trial by fire with style. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. For more Genshin tips and guides, be sure to subscribe.